Let's take a look at the battle in the West. San Diego Wave versus OL Reign and Angel City versus Portland Thorns. When we're looking at San Diego Wave versus OL Reign, who are you picking in this one and why, Lisa? San Diego officially eliminated from knockout stage contention, and OL Reign, the first team to go ahead and clinch a spot in the semifinal, but they still have to determine the seed that they are. So whether they're kind of the second place highest finishing team or if they're the first winner, number one overall in Challenge Cup. So a couple things at play here, but maybe not as severe as some other matches.
I am really excited for this match in the West. That's why this battle in the West segment we've got going right now, I really like, because these are teams that we've seen play before. San Diego and OL Reign most recently playing just over a week ago, last Thursday. OL Reign winning that matchup 3-1 over San Diego Wave. Alex Morgan getting the lone goal for San Diego, Nikki Stanton, Bethany Balcer, and Sam Hyatt, the 3 goal scorers for OL Reign in that match. I have OL Reign winning this one. Between San Diego and OL Reign, it was a battle last time, but I didn't see enough of a fight from San Diego in the first half. Remember, this match when they played last week was really a tale of two halves, because San Diego changed in the second half, their attacking mindset, what they were doing, how they were able to keep way more possession of the ball. They didn't get a goal. There's no goals scored in the second half of this match. The last goal, the one goal from San Diego for Alex Morgan coming in like the 25th minute or so of this first half. So no goals scored in the second half, but it was a bit of an adrenaline rush for both of these sides, with so much action happening in the first opening 15 minutes of this match. San Diego coming off that 3-2 road loss to Portland last weekend, and OL Reign coming off a 2-1 home win versus Angel City. I do have OL Reign taking this one. They want to clinch number one in the West. This is a Laura Harvey side that they don't want to just get into the Challenge Cup semifinals. They want to dominate this league, this Challenge Cup, everything that they can. They have so much depth. They have such good rotation of players that any combination on the pitch, although some may be stronger than others, the combination of players is really impressive to watch, how many variables can be thrown at OL Reign's way, and they continue to dominate and score goals. I'm actually looking for another Bethany Balcer goal. I want to see Bethany Balcer in the 10, Laura Harvey drop her back into the midfield. I love what Balcer did there when she played the 10, the attacking midfield role. See if she can get another outside the box goal, perhaps, and maybe win potentially the golden boot for this Challenge Cup group stage. This is what I'm looking at now. I'm getting into the weeds a little bit, but between San Diego and OL Reign, what really stands out to you, Sandra? Who do you have taking this one?
When I'm looking at this matchup, I'm with you. I appreciate the very small moments of growth on the pitch that we have been watching from San Diego, the two California sides specifically. I think we both knew that going into this Challenge Cup, the first games ever for either of those California franchises were going to be a test. And, they're in a position right now where they're maybe trying to utilize this final match week as just another stepping stone for the regular season that they're preparing for. So when I'm looking at OL Reign and when I'm looking at San Diego Wave, yes, I'm going with OL Reign in this one. Whether it's a win or a draw, I think will remain to be seen. But I feel pretty confident saying that OL Reign will probably get the win versus getting a draw. But I don't know if it's going to be like this sort of high octane kind of score line that we might see. Something that we've been seeing out of the West, right? They've been a little bit more lopsided or a little bit
Mhm.
heavier in terms of the goals. We've been seeing 6 goal matches or 4 goal matches out of the West. I don't know if that's going to happen in this match. Maybe it's going to be narrow. Maybe it's going to be, a 1-0
Yeah.
or a 2-1. These are two teams that are coming off of a pretty active week. Last week where they had a couple games in 4 days or so, and this is the final group play for them a week later. So I'm a little curious as to how they're going to close out or where they're um, their energy is going to be in terms of,
Mhm.
both just the physical and mental aspect of a game like this. So I'm going all rain, but I think it might be a narrow scoreline in this one. And maybe that is anticlimactic for some people when they're looking at this West division, but that's not to say that it wasn't a fun region to watch in terms of the Challenge Cup this year. But there's one more for the battle in the West here. It's Portland Thorns FC versus Angel City. Angel City, again, another one of these teams that we're talking about is expansion side and trying to get their footing as they continue to navigate their first season in the NWSL. When we're looking at these two teams, Lisa, we have a Portland Thorns team that is going to be on the road, but going to be looking at this one kind of in a must win scenario as well, right? We're talking about the 2021 Challenge Cup champions here. So there's a little bit of a title defense coming into play in this final match week for this franchise specifically. So when you're looking at these two teams to close things out, who do you have and why? And I want to hear you maybe talk a little bit about what is at stake for Portland if they do and or they don't win.
Yeah, so this is for Portland. They need to win this game. So I have Portland winning this one. Angel City still searching for their first win in franchise history in this Challenge Cup. They've had some tough competition against OL Reign, Portland Thorns, and even San Diego, handing it to Angel City a little bit there when these two teams met the second time in this Challenge Cup. Angel City has allowed 13 goals, the most in the Challenge Cup. And their -8 goal differential is the worst in competition. So I'm highlighting a lot of negatives right now with Angel City. They've been struck with a lot of different injuries. I mean, they were without Sarah Gordon and Julie Ertz, the defensive spine of this team heading into this year, and now they are without them. A few hours before the last match Angel City played against OL Reign, it was a 2-1 road loss for Angel City. Just hours before kickoff of that match, forward Kristen Press was put on the COVID protocol list. So I hope she is okay and I hope she's feeling better. If she is, and it was just COVID protocol, not necessarily being sick with COVID, she should be back for this weekend's games. Again, I don't know for sure if she will or will not be, but that definitely changes things for Angel City because they almost got away with a tie against OL Reign in their last match last weekend. They were so close. It almost breaks my heart that they couldn't sneak away with this. Simone Charlie, she gets the 83rd minute goal for Angel City. And then in the very final seconds of stoppage time, OL Reign, they break free and they get the win in this one. So you can't just look at the scoreline of 2-1 because Angel City almost got away with the tie. Now, Portland, they are coming off a 3-2 home win against San Diego. They've only allowed 4 goals in the Challenge Cup competition. They are tied for the fewest in the Challenge Cup, along with Chicago and OL Reign. So I think defensively, Portland Thorns have it on lock. They have a lot going for them. And I think they need to win this game. They need to win this game in order to move on because OL Reign has already clinched. If Portland get the first seed, OL Reign still make it through. So Portland knows that, and they know that everything is on the stakes for them there. So I have Portland winning this one with the players they have, the personnel, the mindset that they have of Rhian Wilkinson and the different formations that they've been playing. I am excited to see this match as well against Angel City. Hopefully Kristen Press is back because I want to see what she can do against Portland. Also, Janie Becky has arrived for Portland Thorns. So she's probably going to be available this weekend for her. I hope we get to see her.
I hope we get to see it too. Listen, last one at Challenge Cup, you got to try and make this one count. I think if you're Angel City, no matter what is at stake, at the moment, which quite frankly, it's just ending your Challenge Cup on a win. That's what's at stake for you. You're out of contention in terms of being able to advance, but you're still a franchise that's on the search for your first NWSL competitive win. And I think being able to maybe get that over a team like Portland can perhaps propel you in terms of, motivation or mentality. So I'm looking for a strong performance from Angel City. If they do have somebody like Kristen Press still available for match day, I think we're talking about a huge game changing player. Uh,
And at home for Angel City.
and at home for Angel City, all this stuff comes into play when you're looking at, head to head here. And I think, what we saw at Angel City in the prior match, I would love to see them continue to build on that into this match, hopefully integrating somebody like a Kristen Press back into the mix. I mean, I would love to see Simone Charlie get a start with Kristen Press, and if that's possible, and what that
Yes.
looked like against a Portland Thorns side. We could maybe see a little bit of end to end, depending on who's available in the attacks for either side here. But I want a strong finish for Angel City, but I just think there's just too much to play for Portland specifically, and they've been here before in this scenario in the Challenge Cup. They know what that's about, and I just think I'm going to be going with the more experienced side in this one, and I'm going to be going with Portland Thorns in this one.